Hyundai is a brand that has proven that with the correct pieces in place, as well as a lot of hard work and persistence, a company could go from barely marginal to exceptional over time. So we're going to share with you one of their bright spots. I'm Chris from AutoAcademics, and today we're going to take a look at the 2014 Hyundai Santa Fe 2.0 Turbo. Although Hyundai began making vehicles in 1968, many of us in the States did not become familiar with the brand until the late 80s, and not for the right reasons. Poor quality and reliability left a bad taste in American consumers' mouths for the next 20 years. But all is forgiven now, or at least it should be, as even the top players in the automotive manufacturing scene have been forced to recognize and respond to Hyundai's presence. Our tester this time is a 2014 Frost White Pearl Hyundai Santa Fe Sport 2.0T. Standard features include front fog lights and automatic headlight control, proximity key entry with push-button start, power driver and passenger seat, leather seating surfaces, and Hyundai Blue Link telematics system. Optional equipment included the navigation package with 12-speaker Infinity Logic 7 surround sound audio system and 19-inch alloy wheels and tires, all for a total MSRP of $33,385. Top all that off with a 5-year 60,000-mile non-transferable new car warranty and a 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and you're looking at a no-brainer of a purchase. Or are you? Under the hood is a 2-liter turbocharged direct injection 4-cylinder engine that makes 264 horsepower, 269 pound-feet of torque. It is mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission with active ecosystem powering the front wheels. EPA estimated fuel economy is rated at 19 miles per gallon city, 27 miles per gallon highway, with a combined rating of 22 on regular fuel. AutoAcademics saw an average of 25.6 miles per gallon during testing. Hyundai showed consumers, as well as other manufacturers, that a mainstream company could take a mainstream car and make it attractive and stylish with the Sonata. And they've done the same thing with the Santa Fe. If you take a look at the hood, you'll see that it's nicely sculpted. And then as we look at the squared off projector beam headlights and the light piping that's just above it, it helps to give the car a really distinctive look as it's driving down the road at night. When we open up the hatch, that'll give you access to 35.4 cubic feet of cargo room. And there's even more space down beneath the floor. Now, if you fold down the 40, 20, 40 split folding seats, that will give you up to 71.5 cubic feet of cargo room. Not bad. In the second row, the seats slide forward and back, offering plenty of leg room, and the seat backs adjust as well. There are also air conditioning vents and an extra 12-volt power connector. Another cool feature for second row occupants are the manual sunshades that are in each door. Now, as we take a look up front, you'll notice that there are soft-touch plastics all across the dash, and the seats have nice, supple leather coverings on them. The dashboard has large dials in front so that you can see the tachometer and the speedometer very clearly. And overall, the front has a very stylish design to it. Now, the center stack is nicely laid out with an 8-inch touchscreen on top and physical buttons beneath for media and climate. This vehicle also has the optional 12-speaker Infinity Logic 7 surround sound audio system. Sounds pretty good too. Now it's time to take her for a drive. So, as we begin driving, you should probably know that the cabin of this Santa Fe Sport is very comfortable. It's fairly quiet. You just get a little bit of wind noise off of the mirrors and maybe just a little bit of road noise from the tires. But overall, it's a pretty nice quiet cabin. And the seats are very comfortable. You know, they've got multi-adjustments for lumbar, both high and low. And you know, you can really get them configured well so that it's a nice, comfortable place to be for extended periods. Power for this crossover comes from a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder engine that makes 264 horsepower and 269 pound-feet of torque. This engine is basically a rocket ship in the Sonata, and in this crossover, it works pretty good as well. This vehicle obviously isn't quite as quick as the Sonata because it has more weight, but it does a very good job of getting this vehicle moving, and you know, it definitely makes enough power. Something that I do notice, however, is that all of that power can kind of come on and off abruptly. What I mean by that is when you give it gas, I don't know if it's because of the turbos that need to spool up or if it's something else, but you give it some gas, there's a little bit of resistance first, and then the power comes in and comes in pretty strong. So when you first drive this vehicle, that's something you kind of have to get used to it, and then after that, it starts becoming more second nature. The suspension is very smooth on this crossover. It soaks up bumps nicely, and it's tuned a little more towards a sporty side so that handling is responsive without being floaty or harsh on the other end. This vehicle also has some interesting technologies such as downhill brake control and hill start assist control or something like that, as well as driver selectable steering management that allows you to adjust the resistance in the steering effort. So it has a comfort mode, it has a normal mode, and it has a sports mode. Now, you guys know us at AutoAcademics. Obviously, we're going to prefer the sport mode, but that's not obvious. You know, sometimes sport mode can be a little bit much. In this vehicle, the sport mode actually is pretty decent. It gives a nice weighted feel to it, and it also helps to, I guess, to tighten up the on-center vague feeling that sometimes comes across in some of the other modes while you're driving. Another note to consider is that the Santa Fe also comes in a 7-passenger vehicle layout as well. So you can get the Sport, or you can get the regular Santa Fe, which will allow you 7-passenger capability. And you know, that just broadens the horizons even more for this vehicle.
So there you have it, guys. The 2014 Hyundai Santa Fe Sport 2.0 Turbo. It's a 5-passenger crossover that does many things well. Best of all, it looks great doing it. I'm Chris from AutoAcademics. Thanks for watching.